Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania. We are here. We are live in Los Angeles, California. We are starting up the pre-show for the massive Night One WrestleMania. From top to bottom, it is going to be a stacked card, ladies and gentlemen, as now the Judgment Day will be kicking off this tag team matchup. Finn Balor and Damian Priest will be in this massive tag team matchup. Rhea Ripley is going to have her own big WrestleMania moment when she takes on Jade Cargill, but she's out here to support her boys Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Finn Balor is going to have his own massive matchup at WrestleMania this year as he takes on Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we do got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. That matchup has now officially been moved to a no-holds-barred matchup. That means anything can happen between these two. They can go all over here in this arena here in Los Angeles and beat the living crap out of each other. But with that opportunity, certainly Finn Balor and Damian Priest got to focus on this tag team gauntlet matchup, especially starting at the very beginning of this matchup. And for them, they are going to look to run the gauntlet. And certainly with Mommy being here at ringside, certainly that may help their odds. And it could be a great night. Maybe not only Rhea wins her matchup and becomes the new women's champion, we may see Judgment Day walk out with the tag team championships if they survive the gauntlet, as now we will be seeing the Street Profits as they will be facing off with the Judgment Day here. The Street Profits are part of the Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley, and there's Bobby Lashley coming out here to enjoy the Street Profits. We saw on Smackdown recently where Bobby Lashley was certainly a little different, you could say, with himself and Apollo Crews kind of doing the dancing that we saw the Street Profits do just now. But certainly a little bit of a goofier side there from one night only, I suppose. But Bobby Lashley ended up losing that matchup against Carmelo Hayes. And Lashley, for his sake, he's going to be in that Money in the Bank matchup for SmackDown. Can only imagine how that's going to fare as well. But ladies and gentlemen, so much to talk about tonight on the pre-show leading in to WrestleMania, the main card. We got through NXT Stand and Deliver earlier. Congratulations to all the winners, the Money in the Briefcase winners, the people that retained their championships. It was a massive night. Tiffany Stratton retaining her NXT Women's Championship. Also, you saw Kenny Omega survive Jay White in singles action. Wardlow coming out saying, hey, I'm not going to cash in my Money in the Bank briefcase right now, but this is going to be the year of Wardlow, and I'm going to cash it in when you're least expecting. And Omega said, hey, I don't give a damn who you are. You can do it now, you can do it later. You are not going to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase on me. Well, eventually we'll wait and see how that's going to go, but certainly plenty more action happened on that Stand and Deliver card that we will be addressing throughout the match here tonight, especially in the tag team division, as it looks like Finn Balor and Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits will kick us off here. As the referee rings the bell, here we go. And then for the numbers game, ladies and gentlemen, it is even 3-3 between both groups. So we'll see how this is going to fare. We'll see if Bobby Lashley will have to get involved. We'll see how many times Rhea Ripley will get involved in this matchup. As look at those big haymakers from Dawkins. Let's see if the Street Profits can make it their night tonight by taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn later on at WrestleMania. And we heard it before from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They mentioned that Street Profits, they would like to battle them one time at least, eventually down the line. They've already beaten Judgment Day 4 times, or four of the superstars in the Judgment Day, 2 different teams of the Judgment Day. And for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they're on top of their game. They've defeated the likes of the Brawling Brutes, New Day as well. So, they're continuing to rise and continuing to show how much of a good tag team they are. Finn Balor just getting busted open moments ago here. We'll see if that may wake him up a little bit, see if he's able to get any offense going here. As, Balor looking for a buckle bomb. Down goes Montez Ford. I think Balor is doing the right thing there. Get a tag, cool down a little bit, maybe try to get that blood down a little bit from your left eye. Make sure it's not going to go in your eye to where you're going to be able to continue this matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a total of 7 tag teams. You have these 2 tag teams and 5 other tag teams coming our way in this gauntlet matchup. My question is, who will be next to take on one of these teams here? Certainly a little bit of everything in this gauntlet tag team matchup. We listed the teams that were going to be involved in this tournament, as it's supposed to be Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Strowman, Ricochet, the team of AOP of the Final Testament, New Day, and the OC. So 5 tag teams: OC, New Day, Strowman, Ricochet, Carmelo, Trick, and AOP. So certainly it's going to be a chaotic pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, that will lead us right in to WrestleMania Night One. And I can give you guys some breaking news for Night 1 of WrestleMania. The first matchup of WrestleMania will see the Raw Men's Money in the Bank. As here comes a hot tag. Here comes Finn Balor, former undisputed champion. Montez Ford taking out Balor there. And again, Montez, big old DDT takes down Finn Balor. Balor's in trouble. Referee is right in position, but Priest is there as well. Man, but Balor, he's going to have himself a rough night. He's already busted open. He's going to still face off with Stone Cold Steve Austin here at WrestleMania. And, for him, it's going to be very chaotic, like I said. And his matchup, ladies and gentlemen, not only will he be taking Stone Cold Steve Austin and Finn Balor later on tonight, but imagine, look at Dawkins with a frog splash to Priest. If, let's say, Finn Balor and Damian Priest at the Judgment Day make it out of this tag team tournament, they would be taking on Owens and Sami Zayn this same night. So essentially, Balor and Damian Priest would be put to their limits, and certainly Finn Balor would be tested to his limits, because not only is it going to be the gauntlet matchup, but very well, if they survive this, they will have to be in action on the main show. He could have 2 matches, the Smackdown Tag Team Championships, as well as that big matchup, that big no-holds-barred matchup with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And look at Priest with these big old haymakers into the kick in the corner, but Dawkins not going to have any of it here. Vintage Dawkins there. But we are sold out, ladies and gentlemen, for Night 1. Night 2, I believe, is sold out as well. Jam-packed capacity crowd here tonight. It's over the top rope. Down goes Montez Ford. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on Night 2. And we already know that the majority of Judgment Day is in that matchup as well. So it is going to be a very chaotic weekend for the Judgment Day, for better or for worse. And for every member of the SmackDown roster, Raw roster, NXT roster, after tonight and tomorrow night, everyone will be officially free agents. And we'll have to see which brand is going to be able to walk out with these superstars that they want for each prospective brand. For Shawn Michaels, who does he pick? Adam Pearce, who does he pick for his NXT roster? Oh my goodness, did you see him switch mid-air? What velocity he got on that. But Finn Balor keeps the matchup going. And now this is where Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have to continue to muster up some much-needed maneuvers to keep down the Judgment Day. And now, look at Montez Ford. Oh no, but the knees got up there from Priest. And now Priest with a stiff, and I do mean stiff spear, slows him down, and Priest feeling pretty good about himself. But just like that, Montez Ford brought him back down to earth. Crazy opening. We still have, like we mentioned, the 5 other teams going to be making their way out here very, very soon. Who will be the first one to win this matchup, though, to advance in this gauntlet matchup? Is now Ford, standing moonsault. Rhea Ripley introducing that steel chair there. Luckily for Damian, or for the Street Profits, didn't have to get hit by that or get it used. As Montez Ford from the skies, from the heavens, with that frog splash. Is that it? No, Finn Balor just in time, keeps the matchup going. But now this is where Ford has to continue to apply the pressure here, as Ford again, all the way across the ring there. And now referee once again is in position, and Finn Balor again having to keep up this match. And I don't know how much more Damian Priest can take in this matchup. He's going to have a lot of bruised ribs for sure. All of them are definitely going to be bruised. Is now Damian Priest with a South of Heaven chokeslam. Is this it? 2. No, 4 kicks out just in time. The matchup continues. Uh-oh. Priest looking for that crucifix powerbomb, I believe. Has him up. Down goes Ford. And I'm surprised. Why isn't Priest going for the pinfall? You have him dead to rights, literally. Right there. He is not moving here. But I guess he's going to allow Finn Balor to maybe hit the final pieces of this matchup, put away Montez Ford. As Ford in trouble, as you can see that big welt on the left side of Finn Balor's face, that blood dripping down the face into his eyeball. He'll be very careful in these type of situations, as that drop kick hit him in the corner. Dawkins breaks it up. And talking about the Raw tag teams, certainly they're going to have a lot of big names. There's the coup de grace to Montez Ford. Pinfall opportunity. 1, 2, 3. The Judgment Day knock out the Street Profits out of this gauntlet matchup. This will give the Judgment Day some time to recuperate, but the next team will be out here momentarily. Big win for the Judgment Day. That was just one team, but they are going to have to go through 5 others to survive this gauntlet. Look at this coup de grace right to the ribs. I don't know where Dawkins was. He's off screen here, but referee had him dead to rights, and down goes Montez Ford. Congratulations to Priest and Balor, but this is only just the beginning. As now Finn Balor, Damian Priest waiting for the next ones to make their way down to the ring. And now it is going to be the OC, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and that man AJ Styles making his way down to the ring. Styles will be in the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania. He won this year's Royal Rumble, and this year AJ Styles gets to main event WrestleMania, and that being against no other than the underdog from the underground, the man that is taking over SmackDown right now. That is being Sami Zayn. I'm really looking forward to that matchup we saw on SmackDown after Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton. AJ Styles sent a message to Sami Zayn backstage right outside of Sami Zayn's car. He says, "Hey, good luck to you. I wish you nothing but luck." But it was something that really caught me, was just the way he said it. That he said to watch his back. Anything can happen from now all the way to their matchup. So, like we said, we've got to be very careful. Maybe it's not much to really look into, but I guess you do never know. But right now we get into our second matchup of this gauntlet matchup. Finn Balor, Damian Priest surviving the Street Profits. We'll see if the OC can advance here tonight. As Finn Balor being able to just get himself washed up there, it looks like. Referee has rung the bell. The second matchup has started. Looks like Finn Balor, like we said, has been patched up. Looks like he may have some gauze right there on his face. So maybe that's some of that gauze cream that you put on wounds and whatnot, or some salve, I should say. But certainly we'll see how Anderson and Gallows do here against Finn Balor and company. Obviously, this was a scheduled matchup we were supposed to see in the main event of WrestleMania, being AJ Styles, Finn Balor. That all changed at the Elimination Chamber. And imagine, obviously, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, or may not even be in this situation if that matchup would still be going on. The OC now being moved over here to SmackDown with AJ Styles looking to get them SmackDown Tag Team Championships around their waist with AJ Styles. We'll see if the big man Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, be able to not only win the gauntlet matchup but go on to WrestleMania and face off with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. we could definitely see ourselves new tag team champions, but for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, these tag teams are going to go through literal hell tonight, so maybe, just maybe, that might literally help them to retain those championships. And now Balor going to get the hot tag to Damian Priest. Anderson feeling pretty good about himself. Let's see if Priest can bring him back down to earth here, and it certainly looks like he does. Like we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a long gauntlet matchup. We have 4 more tag teams after this matchup as Damian Priest with that springboard forearm strike there to Carl Anderson. The first matchup for Monday Night Raw will be here at WrestleMania. We'll be seeing it to kick off WrestleMania Night One. Batista is your host, and it's going to be the Raw Money in the Bank matchup. It is going to be 6 hungry competitors from the likes of Wade Barrett, Tyler Bate, Rey Mysterio, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth frickin' Rollins, and Roman Reigns. It's a big power slam there from Luke Gallows. It's 2 big guys going at it right now. Big men slapping meat. Here goes Gallows trying to take down Damian Priest, and certainly shots to the throat will definitely help that. Priest and Balor definitely had their fair share of brutality in that last matchup. Gallows and Anderson can bring their own different types of brutality in their own different ways, and we'll see if they could advance to the next round. It is not going to be easy, I can tell you that. Nice drop kick there from Anderson, catching Priest off guard. Little by little is what you have to do at this moment. As now Priest fighting back. Rhea Ripley still out here supporting her boys right now. Make sure that they walk out with a massive opportunity to challenge for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships later on tonight. As now Priest, big time lariat, takes down Carl Anderson, but Priest is not done. Here we go, over the top rope, takes down Carl Anderson. And this is the moment Priest needs right now. He just took out Anderson. If I'm him, you throw him back in the ring, try to go for a pinfall if you have to, as this matchup is breaking down here. And now Priest with a spear, taken out. I believe that was Luke Gallows. AJ Styles was taken out in that skirmish as well. Everything breaking down here. Anyone's ball game at this particular moment. And look at Priest with those devastating haymakers. He's going to literally knock somebody out, as Anderson now able to fight back just a little bit. Back and forth we go. Damian Priest, Anderson running into each other, trying to really decide what they want to do to their competitors in this moment. This matchup is definitely breaking down. I can't really tell what's going down at ringside. It looks like it's Gallows and probably Finn Balor. Not honestly too sure, as Priest continuing to work that shoulder. Is why not, man? Gotta do what you gotta do in the biggest stage of them all to win this matchup, to win this gauntlet matchup. As now Anderson with a vicious uppercut. You can hear that from the cheap seats. Spine buster. Is this enough? 2, 3, yes it is. Balor was not there in time, and just like that, the OC will advance. It took a lot out of him between Balor and Damian Priest in that first matchup, and right there, that spine buster was enough. Balor just was not in time. Look at this. Brutal spine buster. We'll look at the replay one more time, but Finn Balor was not there in time. He hits it right at the after part. As OC advance, ladies and gentlemen, Judgment Day is eliminated. Let's see who is taking on Gallows and Anderson next. And now who is next? Oh yes, this is perfect. 2 tag teams that have gone at it for years, and it will come to a head in the grandest stage of them all, the pre-show of WrestleMania Night One, as Xavier and Kofi will be taking on the OC. Certainly we're going to have ourselves 2 fresh tag teams going at it, as we are, ladies and gentlemen, I would say about halfway through this tag team tournament. Still to come in this tag team matchup, we still have AOP, Carmelo and Trick, and Strowman and Ricochet. No particular order out of those 3 tag teams will make their way down here very, very soon, depending on what exactly these tag teams will be bringing to the table. Certainly, definitely some hungry tag teams, some veteran tag teams, and that is what we're getting at this moment. The New Day and the OC, they've had their fair share of matches against each other here in WWE, and this particular match is even bigger. Not only it being WrestleMania, but being in a gauntlet matchup to get themselves an opportunity for those Smackdown Tag Team Championships later on tonight here at WrestleMania. The New Day have fought off with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships before, and Owens and Zayn retained. Referee officially ringing the bell. Here we go. Carl Anderson, Kofi Kingston starting us off here. Oh my goodness. What a way to kick us off here with just a brutal uppercut into a neck breaker as well. And certainly the OC came out with a game plan against the Judgment Day, and certainly it didn't seem like it was going to take too much to put away Finn and Damian Priest there, because they, like I said, they already went through hell with the Street Profits, and OC just was at the right place at right time in the order of this match. Certainly if you had maybe a different order, could have went a different way, but unfortunately for the Judgment Day, they are going to have to go back to the drawing table and figure out, because it has not been their way in the terms of tag team action, especially against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But we'll see Finn Balor and Stone Cold Steve Austin later on tonight at WrestleMania Night One on the main card. And we'll also be seeing who will be taking on the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the main card of WrestleMania Night 1. Will it be the OC? Could it be the New Day? Plenty of big-time action coming your way. AJ Styles being out here supporting his good buddies Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers. Let's see how it's going to fare for them. Already gotten one win tonight. We'll see how it fares. That's a brutal neck breaker there to Xavier Woods now. Carl Anderson right there for the pinfall opportunity, but obviously not too much damage has necessarily been done. But in those particular moments, you believe that, hey, if I'm able to, hit a maneuver, maybe it'll be enough to knock him out temporarily for just 3 seconds. That's all you need. 3 seconds is all you need to put away your opponent. Anderson trying to help out Gallows as much as he can there, but not too much there, as that speed and agility being put on display as Xavier Woods takes down Gallows. Two veteran tag teams that have been around here in WWE for a very long time. New Day, Raw Tag Team Champions before, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And also, the OC Raw Tag Team Champions, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And I even believe they are former NXT Tag Team Champions. So for the OC, it sure doesn't, matter what brand they go to. They have excellent tag team skill, and obviously that shows with them being multi-time tag team champions on whatever brand they go to. And now Anderson from behind, going to connect with a snapmare takedown into the knee strike. And Kofi Kingston, he's been around in WWE for decades, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly one of the most underrated superstars in WWE history. He's been known as a tag team magnificent, I guess, or there's a certain word I guess you could really say, but he specializes in tag team action with himself and Xavier Woods. Certainly wouldn't mind seeing them in singles action one day to get their, a singles championship down the road. But right now, they are focused on winning this gauntlet matchup and getting themselves a SmackDown Tag Team Championship rematch. And now, Gallows. Gonna go with that hard Irish whip. Let's see if... Ooh, Gallows, a little bit of agility shown on display by the big man as he takes him down with that big, powerful slam. And Gallows just eating this up right now in front of him. But now, Widow's Peak submission hold here. Gallows could tap out middle of the ring. He has got to go quite far if he wants to grab the rope. But Anderson realizes that and breaks it up. And Woods is going to stay on him. Not going to allow the big man to even breathe at this moment. As the referee does get in position here. Big opportunity, but a strong kick out again from Gallows. And Xavier Woods believes this is his moment, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. New Day chant. Oh, but Gallows. Big reversal inbound. Here goes the big Luke Gallows with a flapjack. That gets Luke Gallows and company back in this matchup. And now Gallows with a impressive, I believe it's almost like a spine buster bear hug of sorts. That could be enough. And it is the OC advance. 2 wins in a row. I don't know the exact name of that maneuver, but certainly very, very devastating enough to take out Xavier Woods. Good back and forth matchup. The OC, though, outpower and outman the New Day tonight. And now we have to figure out of the 3 tag teams who will step up to the OC next here live at WrestleMania. Will it be AOP? Will it be the team of Carmelo and Trick Williams? Or will it be Strowman and Ricochet? Let's go ahead and find out who's next. We got 2 straight wins for the OC, Gallows and Anderson. But now, this tag team that they're about to face are definitely hungry and will look to have their moment at WrestleMania. As now, here comes the monster among monsters, a former Universal Champion, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman and Ricochet are a tag team here on SmackDown, and we'll see how Strowman and Ricochet fare tonight. And that now leaves 2 tag teams left in this gauntlet matchup after this that are still left in this gauntlet matchup here live on the pre-show of WrestleMania. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I do like how Strowman and Ricochet are coming out a little bit, I guess you could say, separately in this situation, because the matchup will get under right away. OC gets in a groove, a kind of a, everything, how tag teams come out together. It's a routine. But this time, I think they're coming out separately to throw off their opponents, which is a great idea. And now here comes the one and only Ricochet, looking to have himself a WrestleMania breakout moment here tonight, live here on WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. Ricochet's being here, gonna look to have himself a moment. And defeating the OC, who just knocked off 2 tag teams back to back. It's a great opportunity for the OC to do that. Knocked off Finn Balor, Damian Priest, as well as the New Day. So we'll see how Strowman and Ricochet fare. Obviously with Braun Strowman, that brings that power, that strength that will match up with the likes of Luke Gallows. We'll see how those 2 men deal with each other. Carl Anderson and Ricochet can do their own high-flying ability, more Ricochet than Carl Anderson, but Anderson will pull it out of his repertoire when he needs to. Well, it looks like this gauntlet matchup will continue here next, live here at WrestleMania. Gallows, Strowman, who is going to advance? And now this matchup has officially started again. Gallows bringing the fight to Strowman. 2 big men going at it, slapping meat, as the big stinger splash in the corner takes down Gallows. Seems like AJ Styles has certainly rubbing off his magic, I suppose, in the terms of being able to keep the OC in this matchup. As now Ricochet got himself tagged in and going to work on the middle of that back, certainly. Ricochet marking his territory, saying that, hey, if you come any closer, I'm going to connect with that 630 senton, and it's going to be all over for you. As now, hand scissors Pele kick, or springboard Pele kick, whatever you want to call it. No matter what, it is a big takedown for the big man. The longer this matchup goes, you got to certainly believe it's going to be in the favor of these new tag teams that make their way down to the ring. Ricochet all fired up here. And a big tag. Here comes Carl Anderson. Big time opportunity for Anderson here. And I'm just going to stomp away. Just going to try and cave in the chest as much as possible. Anderson now. Oh, what a neck breaker, man. king of the neck breakers, it feels like tonight. Certainly trying to slow down Ricochet as much as they can, and work on the neck will definitely do that. As long as Ricochet just doesn't start flying around this ring, that will definitely help out Gallows and Anderson to really dictate this matchup. And I think as long as they have Ricochet in this matchup for sure, and don't get Strowman in this matchup, you could definitely got to believe that will essentially help out the OC there, as a big Hurricane Rana takes down Gallows. Gallows in particular is in trouble at this moment as he eats a vicious forearm strike. As I mentioned before, we do have 2 more tag teams left in this gauntlet matchup. Besides these 2, we have Carmelo and Trick Williams, as well as AOP. Be very curious to see who will be next in line with a giant opportunity with themselves getting a Smackdown Tag Team Championship match later in the night of WrestleMania Night One. Look at Ricochet working on the quads. Why not try to slow down the big man? Springboard, clothesline, takes down Gallows. Gallows is in trouble. If I'm Ricochet, I go high risk now. Why not? But now he's gonna show that strength real quick into the Pele kick. That honestly could be it. Will that be enough to knock out Gallows? No. Powerful kick out. Pure adrenaline right there with that kick out. And now Gallows busted open. Look at that blood, man. Dripping down his face. Ricochet looking to high fly right now. Is this his moment? Misses the axe handle. Gallows now gonna make him pay. Throws him on top of that barricade. There is no love lost when it gets to that moment, being just tossed on that barricade. Not going to be feeling too good whatsoever. Both these men need to start getting themselves back in the ring, because I can only imagine if we do have ourselves a double countout. Can you imagine how that would be? Look at Gallows tossing him up in the air like he is nothing. I know Ricochet probably, 100 and probably 90 pounds, 180 maybe, if that. But in particular, it's easy to throw a man like that around. Ricochet needs to get himself back in the ring, and he does, avoiding a count out, and he connects with a hellacious boot to the face of Luke Gallows. Trying to maybe up his game here. Ricochet has Gallows in position, looking for that 630, but no, Gallows moves out the way. That honestly could be enough with that impact, but no. Ricochet keeps himself in it. A lot of times you'll see superstars, if they miss it, their opponent will go for the pinfall just to really see if they're down and out. Sometimes it works out, but not in that particular case. Is maybe a pump handle slam coming his way? Yes, it is. Right in front of Strowman. And I'm surprised for Ricochet, he's not tagged in Braun Strowman. Going for a big boot. Gallows now. Oh, right in between the eyes. Gallows looking right into the soul of Braun Strowman. I know we saw Strowman in this matchup very briefly, but I would honestly put Strowman in this matchup a lot more compared to what we're seeing, as now Gallows with a back suplex on the hardest part of that apron. Now you're going to have maybe a 2-on-1 situation possibly. Ricochet going to take his time. Referee is only at a 2. He can play that numbers game right now with the referee. Can use it to his advantage. Certainly, why not? As Gallows from behind with a vicious clothesline. Strowman back up in his corner. Ricochet continuing to fight back. Like I mentioned before, I believe Ricochet needs to get a tag right now to Strowman. Get himself more powerful maneuvers from Strowman to maybe where Ricochet very well could use his high-flying ability. But again, Ricochet being the master of the high-flying 630 senton right there to Luke Gallows. Is this it? 2. No, Anderson is able to break it up. And Anderson not having much of it. Strowman wants to get his hands. Catch these hands. Carl Anderson just did. And now a 2-on-1 situation. Ricochet going to try to capitalize here. This could be his moment. Uh-oh. Ricochet. High risk district. Oh my goodness. What a moonsault. Is that it? 2, 3. Yes, it is. Ricochet and Braun Strowman advance in the gauntlet matchup. Anderson was just a second slow, but when he got into the ring, massive win for Ricochet and Braun Strowman here tonight after the OC, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, able to at least take out 2 tag teams in this gauntlet matchup. Big win for Strowman and Ricochet. Let's see who the second to last tag team that will be facing off with Strowman and Ricochet. And now the next tag team to join Ricochet and Strowman is the Final Testaments, AOP, Akam, and Rezar. And there is Karrion Kross. He will be a part of the Smackdown Money in the Bank matchup night 2 of WrestleMania. But tonight, he leads Akam and Rezar into battle. Akam and Rezar are former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And not only will they have to go through Strowman and Ricochet, they are going to have to go through one more tag team at least if they survive this matchup. And they will have to take on the team of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Cannot wait until this tag team tournament, this tag team gauntlet matchup is done and over with, so we can really see what it looks like after this nuclear gauntlet matchup. This match has been off the charts. Started off with the Judgment Day and the Hurt Business. Finn Balor, Damian Priest defeated the Street Profits. We'd see the OC come out next. They'd defeat the Judgment Day. Then the OC would go through the New Day as well afterwards. And then eventually Strowman and Ricochet right now have gone through the New Day. And we'll see, or I should see, the OC went through the New Day. Then Strowman and Ricochet went through the OC. So we'll see how this tag team gauntlet matchup goes. Certainly is going to be anyone's ballgame in this moment. You got Strowman, going to have 2 powerful superstars here. He's going to have to really see how he deals with both of these guys. Here we go. Bell has rung. Strowman and Rezar going to kick us off here. This is actually going to be the first time we've seen these 2 guys in action ever since joining up a part of Karrion Kross and this partnership. You know, AOP joining forces with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Paul Ellering joining AOP. Rejoining, I should say. And certainly this group being known as the Final Testament. Karrion Kross is the leader of this group. Certainly going to make sure that these guys walk out victorious tonight. Or at least try to. But if you have Strowman throwing you around like that, it is going to be a short night for you in this tag team matchup. Oh my goodness, Ricochet went to go for a forearm strike, and Rezar literally was like a brick wall, and Ricochet got turned inside out. As now here goes a hot tag, or I should say a normal tag. Here comes Akam with a big old shoulder tackle takedown of Ricochet. And this tag team tournament, it's honestly, or I should say tag team gauntlet matchup, it's one of those matches where you can honestly get lucky in these type of situations, because depending on what you draw out, you're going to have a tag team that's going to be, you know, putting their heart and soul in this matchup, and they're going to be down and out, you know, going through a bunch of tag teams possibly, and you catch them at the right time, and you can literally make it your moment. And we've seen that so far. We've seen a couple tag teams pick up a couple big wins, but then after that, you know, the next tag team comes out and is able to survive them and defeat them. A big forearm strike takes Akam down to the mat, and this is what Ricochet needs to do: to focus on the back, focus on the legs of the big boy Akam. Pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? No. And now Ricochet with a big boot to the face, and now Braun Strowman's turn to get something going. The big man Braun Strowman. And oh, Strowman runs right through him like a Polar Express train, looking to go off the tracks here. As now Akam gets the tag to Rezar. 2 big boys again gonna go at it, but now Strowman playing the numbers game here and gonna run right through both of them. As now Strowman with a brutal power bomb right there, right in the corner of the Final Testament, but a strong kick out from Rezar. And if you're AOP right now, you got to get Ricochet back in this ring, because right now you get Strowman, who starts powerhousing you all around this matchup. I think Strowman very well could easily run through both of these guys, so they're going to have to figure out something quickly. And if they have to, get Karrion Kross involved, as Ricochet does get the tag in. That maybe suits the Authors of Pain a lot better as a vicious neck breaker. And now Ricochet lining up his moment. Maybe going to try to go high flying here. Ricochet over the top. Down goes Rezar. What a moment for Ricochet. This could be literally his breakout moment. Going to get himself a Smackdown Tag Team Championship matchup if they go through AOP tonight. And then also Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams next. But you cannot get ahead of yourselves. You cannot look past the Authors of Pain. Because if you do, they will bring that pain. They will bring that final testament to you. And you will not last long. And now, Rezar tossing him right into the barricade. Rezar going to get himself back in the ring. Going to look to maybe get a count-out victory. He's going to take his time here. Referee being a little bit lenient. He is at a 7, but thankfully did give Ricochet enough time there, and that will help him out. Roll through into the Pele kick. Absolutely beautiful maneuver there from Ricochet. Pinfall opportunity, but a strong 1 count. The matchup continues. And I think that's what you gotta love about unpredictable tag team, what Ricochet and Braun Strowman is. Obviously, Strowman brings that power, that just absolute bruteness that he brings to the table. And then you have Ricochet, the high-flying ability here, as now, look at this, oh my goodness, folding Strowman in half. Strowman is down and out, and now a flatliner takes down Ricochet. Ricochet, I was about to say, is in trouble. This is a 2-on-1 situation. Strowman, moving around just a tiny bit, as now Akam gets the hot tag into the ring here. Ricochet better hurry up and figure out something just to try to make sure, as the Strowman right back up to his feet on the apron. I was going to say, if Strowman's out for a long time, it could be a situation where AOP could use it to their advantage. It's a strong kick out at 2.5 from Ricochet. And look at that eye rake there from Akam, trying to do anything in their power to, slow down Ricochet and Braun Strowman, and certainly an eye rake will definitely do that. Ricochet with his own elbow strike, that stuns him, and then another boot to the face. We've seen that plenty of times tonight from Ricochet, and it's worked out for the better so far. And now here comes the monster among monsters, Akam and Strowman. But man, look at that, just like a freaking freight train is Braun Strowman. Look at Kross, he's trying to move the hell out the way. He doesn't want to deal with the likes of certainly Braun Strowman, and I do not blame him. Brutal DDT there on the outside there. Certainly might as well try to use it to your advantage if you can. Little by little, as this matchup goes, as a spear takes down Ricochet. This is what Akam needs to do to make it a 2-on-1 situation very, very quickly here. As now we get the tag to Rezar. Rezar with a vicious neck breaker. And Rezar's all fired up, but he's about to eat a clothesline. I think if you look back in this matchup and AOP loses it, you got to go back to what we just saw. Rezar not capitalizing at that opportunity, as look at this, holy crap, running power slam there from Rezar. That is not easy to do, to reverse that. And this ain't good. Here we go. Big clothesline turning Strowman inside out. Pinfall opportunity, but breaks it up. And now you got, I believe, was this Akam in the ring right now? No, that's Rezar, pardon me. Still going to work here. Oh, what a big boot right to the chest. Rezar now going to get the tag to Akam. Akam now going to look to go to work on Strowman here. They have Strowman right where they want him. The perfect opportunity here. It's been a great back and forth tag team matchup. Strowman, the power, the strength. Down goes Akam. pinfall opportunity. Here we go. 2. No, Akam kicks out at 2.5. And Strowman now gonna line up the big man Akam. This could be their moment. Look at the power and strength of Braun Strowman. Here we go. Pinfall opportunity. 2. Oh, but Akam kicks out. Kicks out just in time. How much more can you take here? Here we go with the tag. Here comes Ricochet. Oh, but a big shoulder bump takes down Ricochet. Back and forth we go. Who is going to advance, man? This is unpredictable at this very moment. Anyone's ball game. Clothesline enough, just a glancing blow from the back of the head, but as long as it gets you where you need to be, that will certainly help you out. And now Ricochet. Here we go. Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Ricochet looking to give out 2-for-1 specials here. Why not? Obviously, Ricochet not known too much for his strength, but it's been on display here, taking it to Akam right now. So he tosses him back inside the ring. This is the moment Ricochet could do enough to put away Akam and Razor. The big clubbing blow. Razor back up to the corner. You gotta believe in this type of matchup, how far we're going, that you gotta believe that the next big maneuver may be the right point to be able to put away this matchup and walk out victorious. No, Strowman bouncing his big head off that top of the turnbuckle here. Big knees right to the midsection there, trying to slow down Braun Strowman as much as you can. You have to in these type of moments. As now Strowman landing hard right there in the middle of the ring. Referee in position, shoulders are down, and Strowman with a strong kick out no matter what. So I believe, Strowman looked like he was going to kick out no matter what, but Ricochet was there as well to make sure that this matchup will continue. Oh, goodness, another big boot. I don't know how much more Strowman can take when it comes to that stuff. As, Karrion Kross introducing a steel chair there. As here we go with the hot tag. Here comes Ricochet. Oh, wait a minute. Ricochet has him up, looking for the powerbomb. Referee dealing with the steel chair, though. Pinfall, though. Is this it? 2, 3. Yes, it is. Despite the distraction from Karrion Kross, Strowman and Ricochet are advancing to the finals of this gauntlet matchup. It will be Strowman and Ricochet taking on Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams here next, live at WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup. Ricochet pulling out that powerful maneuver to put away Akam, and like that, Braun Strowman and Ricochet pick out a massive win, and now they are going to go on to the finals next. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a big opportunity for both of these tag teams, because only one of these tag teams will go on to face off for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Will it be the team of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, the Trick Mello Gang, or will it be Ricochet and Braun Strowman? Carmelo Hayes will be in the Smackdown Money in the Bank coming up tomorrow night, Sunday night at WrestleMania, but this is a whole different opportunity. This is the opportunity to go on to be in the main card of WrestleMania Night One and challenge for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. For Carmelo and Trick, this is going to be a great matchup. Certainly, they're going to have to deal with Braun Strowman, though. That's going to be a big X factor in this matchup. If Trick can somehow outplay Braun Strowman in the power game, certainly you got to give Carmelo and Trick Williams an opportunity. I want to see Ricochet and Carmelo go at it, because definitely two high flyers going to look to go at it. But who will get the win of a lifetime on the grandest stage of them all here on the pre-show in the finals? Who will go on to face the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of the World, Owens and Sami Zayn? We are about to find out. Here we go. Strowman, Trick Williams, gonna kick it off. The matchup is officially started. Here we go. And no, that is not a good sign for Trick if you're already being tossed around like a cruiserweight. And certainly when Strowman gets angry, certainly it was a hellacious match that Ricochet and Strowman just had. So maybe Trick and Carmelo can use that to their advantage against Authors of Pain. But certainly they are on a roll. But like we've seen after a couple of tag teams win a couple in a row, usually that last one comes back to haunt them. And right, Trick Williams right now is having some trouble dealing with Braun Strowman right now, and he's going to have to figure out something very, very quickly. As here we go with the tag, Strowman and Ricochet here. Ricochet now. Oh, right to the lower back there of Trick Williams. And now Trick trying to get to his one half of his other tag team partner, Carmelo Hayes. He says this is him, but this could be his moment for him to take over SmackDown or whatever brand he will be in after he gets drafted. This is the moment Carmelo needs to try to change up the momentum in this matchup, a monumental part in this matchup. Because if Carmelo can't get anything going, then certainly you might want to just crown Strowman and Ricochet the winner of this gauntlet matchup. Not looking past Trick and Carmelo, but certainly the momentum right now is in the favor of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. But right now, this is what Carmelo Hayes is doing good right now. He is slowing down Ricochet, keeping him from getting anything going. Both men in the collar elbow, tie up Ricochet. Going to show you that strength and power. Let's see, good old snake eyes right there to Carmelo Hayes. Again, bad spot to be if you're Carmelo. Leg drop right there on the throat, man. That is going to definitely give you some breathing problems for sure. It's Trick Williams. I don't know what the hell he is doing over there. Certainly out of his way right now. Looks like maybe he's going to go after Ricochet. He's just staring down Ricochet. It's Carmelo Hayes and Braun Strowman face to face there briefly. And now Strowman, oh my goodness, did you see the height in that? That honestly could be it. Taking all the breath out of Carmelo. But Carmelo kicks out. How much more is left in Carmelo Hayes here? Big boot takes down the big man. Here we go. And I don't think Trick Williams is back in his corner yet for some reason. Certainly very well could have. And now Trick Williams looks like he will finally get back over to his corner and eventually be able to maybe help out his good buddy Carmelo Hayes. Hayes now gonna look for the hot tag, and here we go. Here comes Trick Williams looking for that opportunity to get himself one of his biggest matches of his whole entire career. Go to WrestleMania, win the gauntlet matchup, go on the main card of WrestleMania, and go on to win the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Could be an absolute massive moment for the Trick Mello gang. Now into the corner. This is now what Trick and Mello need to work to do. Take down the big man, focus on taking him out, and then maybe, just maybe try to get Ricochet in this matchup. But I don't know who's more injured out of Ricochet and Braun Strowman at this time, but they need to keep going after the big man, Braun Strowman, at this time. Little by little, and that will help out. As a nice springboard clothesline takes down Strowman. And now, I'm going to focus on the arms. Why not? Just slowly but surely, you got to focus on him. Take down the big tree-like legs of Braun Strowman. A 7-foot monster for a reason. He is a former undisputed champion. Certainly looking to get himself some championship gold right around his waist. But we'll see how it goes here. And now, Strowman looking to end this matchup right here, right now. Big, powerful slam there to Trick Williams. Pinfall attempt. Is this it? As Carmelo Hayes breaks it up. Now you got Hayes and Ricochet going at it here briefly. Back and forth, and over the top rope goes Ricochet. We'll see how long that will take Ricochet out for. Williams playing some mind games, trying to maybe get Strowman to come back out here. But Strowman's like, hey, you know what? You want to do that? I can get myself back in the ring as well. Back and forth we go. There for the longest time, it didn't honestly look like it was going to be that way. Oh my goodness. Strowman hit like a choke, like a running, or more of a, I don't even know what you want to call it, a clothesline choke slam, then picked him up from the ground, hit him with a choke slam, and now a running power slam to Trick Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Pinfall, but hey, look at Carmelo Hayes. He's right there, saves the matchup momentarily, and now Ricochet gonna deal with Carmelo Hayes, as now a reverse choke slam to Trick Williams. Trick Williams is in trouble. Trick Mello gang right now are in trouble. Are we about to see Strowman and Ricochet pick up a massive win tonight here and get themselves a guaranteed matchup against the Smackdown Tag Team Champions? Nice standing moonsault there. Beautiful from Ricochet. Gonna have to really decide on what he wants to do this late in the matchup. Ricochet looking to go high risk, high reward. Ricochet springboard, or I should say flying Hurricane Rana into the pinfall. Is this it? No, Carmelo at the very last second gets this match to continue. And now, Ricochet not playing around now. Going to look to take out Carmelo Hayes with the back suplex. Absolutely vicious. The matchup continues. And now it could be a 2-on-1 situation now. And we'll see if Trick can get himself somehow back in this matchup, man. And look at this from Ricochet. The strength of power. It is not easy to take down a man of Trick Williams' size, especially with how tall he is. Now, a roll through. We've seen this plenty tonight with a roll through Pele kick. What a match this has been, ladies and gentlemen. And with the momentum that we are currently seeing, it looks like Ricochet and Strowman very well could be the ones to take on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions here. But Williams looking to change it up real quick, looking for a pump handle power slam. Oh, goodness. There we go. Nice variation of that pump handle slam. And now Williams trying to get himself back in this matchup. For the last couple minutes, it has been all Strowman and Ricochet. But right now, Williams doing good right now. Keeping themselves in this matchup as they should be. It's a big tag team matchup for both teams here. As now Carmelo, he calls himself him. This may be a him moment right now. Both men face to face, collar elbow tie up. Ricochet now. We saw this earlier on outside the ring in the last matchup. As both these tag teams continue to go back and forth. A big boot to Ricochet, or from Ricochet to Carmelo Hayes. Hayes now, both men face to face with another collar elbow tie up. Brain buster there to Carmelo. Man, like I said, this is one of those matches, ladies and gentlemen, the finals. Probably two teams that nobody was expecting to make it to the very end, have made it to the end, and now this is what makes it very exciting in these tag team matches, because it's very unpredictable. You don't know who is going to go to the main card of WrestleMania and challenge for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. That's Carmelo telling Ricochet to stay down, but Ricochet now wants to the monster among monsters. Hayes able to counteract the situation. Let's see what Carmelo Hayes may have in store for the big man Braun Strowman. This ain't gonna end well for somebody. Look at this. Big head scissors takedown there of Strowman. Definitely need to continue to bring that type of fight. And now you're gonna have the two big boys out of both teams go at it. Who is going to walk out victorious? Big spear. A very stiff spear there to Strowman. Could that be enough? 2. No, Strowman kicks out at 2.5. And now Strowman going to grab Trick Williams before possibly even trying to get a tag. And he's going to toss him halfway across the ring. Pinfall opportunity. Could this be enough to put away Trick Williams? No, it is not. Trick having to really dig down deep right now. Brutality on display from both teams right now. Trick Williams going to try to get up to his feet as Ricochet is up to his feet. Ricochet trying to go for something. Trick Williams moved out the way, and let's see if Williams can capitalize, and he does. That spinning leg kick knocking out Ricochet. Is this it? No, Ricochet with a strong, powerful kick out. Holy crap. And now Williams from behind into a vicious neck breaker. And Ricochet doing the right thing, rolling himself out of the ring. Going to maybe try to take out Carmelo Hayes here briefly to get himself an easy situation. As now Carmelo, or I should say Trick Williams, taking out Strowman. You got yourselves a legit one-on-one situation. If one of these superstars is able to connect with a big maneuver, this very well could be the moment that they win this matchup and solidify themselves a guaranteed spot there at WrestleMania. Oh, goodness. What a super kick. Oh, wait. Carmelo Hayes from behind trying to slow down Ricochet as much as he can. That's a great maneuver there from Ricochet to Carmelo Hayes wrist there. But Carmelo Hayes keeping his tag team partner in this matchup. Yes, it's a distraction, but you do love that Carmelo Hayes is putting his body on the line here. A brutal forearm strike takes out Carmelo. Here we go with the tag. Trick Williams still down and out at ringside. Braun Strowman going to look to take out Carmelo Hayes. Look at this. He's trying to suffocate the life out of Carmelo Hayes, and that won't honestly do too much. I mean, yes, it will take him down a peg, but the main superstars are Trick and Braun Strowman at this opportune time. Strowman is taking out Carmelo Hayes. Wait a minute. Trick Williams swinging neck breaker. Is that it? Pinfall. Is Carmelo and Trick going to main card of WrestleMania? No, not yet at least. It's a big opportunity to try and do it right there as that big boot takes down Strowman. Is this it? 1, 2. No, Ricochet breaks it up. That very well could have been it, ladies and gentlemen. That probably was the best opportunity to even go on to WrestleMania there. Ricochet is down and out. Strowman now just getting up to his feet. Has his eyes set on Trick Williams. Let's see if Trick can bring the fight to Strowman here. But now look at Strowman. Release suplex just like that. Making that look bloody easy there. Braun Strowman with those big feet. I don't know how big his feet are, but man, those are just probably bigger than Trick Williams' head there. As most big guys do have probably 15 quadruple E for a lot of that. As now Trick Williams swinging neck breaker takes down Strowman. Is this it? Oh, Trick Williams going to use the ropes. But no, it keeps the matchup going. Williams is trying to, I mean, you could say really be desperate right now. He's trying to figure out a way to win this matchup at any way possible right now. Oh goodness, I guess you want to call it almost like a bear hug or bear grapple, whatever you want to call it. Highly effective at that time from Strowman. As Carmelo Hayes and Ricochet going at it briefly, trying to take him out as much as they can. Uh-oh, Ricochet dealing with Carmelo. Here we go, big takedown, but Strowman still keeps himself in this matchup. Holy crap. Ricochet and Carmelo still beating the living crap out of each other. And now Trick gonna go high risk, but now Ricochet gets the tag. Strowman has eaten a lot of damage, and he does get the tag out, but now Ricochet gets hit with a brutal power slam. And now Williams trying to get this Hollywood, California crowd behind him. But is this his moment? Is this his guaranteed moment to go on to WrestleMania? Both tag teams have put it all on the line. They have gone through hell tonight. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes are the freshest tag team. Ricochet and Strowman have gone through, straight hell tonight. Look at Carmelo Hayes. He's trying to take his time right now and recuperate because it's been straight up hell in this matchup. Williams now going to throw him off the ropes here. Looking into a nice flapjack type of maneuver. Keeps down Ricochet. And this is where Trick Williams needs to continue to bring that fight right to Ricochet. And now Trick looking to maybe end this once and for all. Williams. Oh no. Beautiful reversal from Ricochet. Ricochet now. What a release over the head suplex. Pinfall opportunity. Was that enough? 2, 3. Yes, it is. Strowman and Ricochet survive the card. Survive Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, the freshest tag team in this matchup. What a matchup, and what a night for Strowman and Ricochet. And imagine if they can top it off tonight on the main card of WrestleMania. Can they walk out as the new Smackdown Tag Team champions? We will find out on the main card of WrestleMania here very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the pre-show as we get ready for the main card, and the Raw Money in the Bank kicks off day 1 of WrestleMania.